rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Miami Dolphins. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This will be fielded inside the 5.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. That's complete to Patman. A gain of 6 there on first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second?
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Two and now on 1st down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 2nd and inches, Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack on 1st down, Tua. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson now. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. That is into the hands of Patman. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll rifle rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's to the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
We got 3.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And I believe that gain of 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Tua, the final shot before half. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker as time expires in the first half.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That's complete to Patman.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Tua's throw complete there to Patman.
And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On play action, here's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Dolphins 21. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Jackson on first down.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a dump off here complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point safely through. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That is into the hands of Patman.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Tua now on 1st down.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring into 3rd and long. Now Tua. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.